Imagine a world ran completely by solar power. Being the cleanest source of energy in the whole world, the sun has the ability to power anything and everything. The air would be cleaner, energy costs would decrease, but however, many of the United States still uses other sources of energy than solar, such as nuclear. But nuclear power presents many dangers and generates unnecessary amounts of waste in comparison to solar energy. So it's important to compare the two and increase public support for solar energy rather than nuclear. I'm currently studying renewable energy at North Carolina State University, so I have done a lot of research on this topic throughout my studies. First, I will show the dangers of nuclear power, and then I will discuss the disasters involving nuclear power and the environmental impact between the two. Lastly, I will discuss the significance and versatility in the effectiveness of these solar panels. As of April of 2013, 9.3% of energy consumption has been through nuclear energy. According to cleantechnica.com, solar power added 2,936 megawatts of power capacity, which accounts for 21% of all new power capacity, making it the second fastest growing source of energy in the U.S. However, nuclear power still accounts for more energy than solar. So throughout history, there has been several disasters involving nuclear reactors messing up. The first one here is in Fukushima Daiichi in March 11th of 2011. This was caused by a series of earthquakes off the Japan coast that caused tsunamis and flooding, which resulted in these nuclear reactors overloading. This caused many deaths, and a lot of the area around this is now uninhabitable. So it really messes up a lot of the area. And this is another good example in Ukraine, Chernobyl. This is the biggest disaster from nuclear energy in history. This occurred on April 26th of 1986. And according to the History Channel's website, the meltdown claimed thousands of lives, caused countless birth defects, and unleashed a thyroid epidemic on the region. 32 people died at the plant, and dozens more suffered burns. A large area of the land around this is still unlivable and will be unlivable for thousands of years to come. So it's apparent that nuclear energy does cause a lot of unnecessary danger to the public, but it also does not meet the environmental expectation that solar power does. As you can see here, solar power actually emits nothing, as well as nuclear. Neither of them harm the environment through the air. Nuclear does emit some water vapor, but there is no really strong harm. But the problem lies in the waste that they produce. Solar energy produces absolutely no waste during the generation. They're placed on roofs or on these big plants, and nothing is emitted from it into the ground. However, nuclear energy generates 2,000 metric tons per year in the U.S. of waste. This waste ends up just being buried in the ground somewhere, maybe under a landfill or something. And although it's out of the way, it takes thousands of years to decompose and lose its radioactivity. So if nuclear energy continues to grow, it's just going to fill up all the land space, and it's just going to get really bad. So here's now I'm going to discuss some of the advantages of solar power over nuclear. Solar power is way more versatile than nuclear energy. You can place them on the roofs of your house, top of your car, even in your cell phones, and the sun can power anything wherever you're at. Along with that, it's also free and unlimited. So once your solar panels are placed, it is a little bit pricey to place them, but once they're actually on the roof, it's completely free. It doesn't cost any upkeep, and it just continuously generates energy, and it's unlimited. So you definitely get your money back in a good amount of time. In conclusion, we have seen the dangers that nuclear energy presents, as well as the comparisons between nuclear and solar. From the facts presented, it is apparent that solar energy has a great advantage over nuclear. As solar energy continues to grow faster than any other renewable, it is clear that in the coming years, solar energy will be one of the largest sources of energy in the world. So in order, we must all raise public support for solar energy so that it can grow and government can take action, so that solar power can begin to take its spot as a leading energy source in the world, surpassing both nuclear and fossil fuels. Thank you.
Yay!